assume that you guys know nothing. Okay?
Yep.
And if you do, just sort of bear with me and we'll get through it.
Yep. Good assumption.
When we're building, at least most electronics, we want to go smallest to tallest. So we're going to start with the lowest, kind of flushes to the board parts, and then we're going to build our way up into the switches and jacks and all the other stuff.
Too much punch.
Follow along with you guys.
We're not enough. That's right.
All right. We're going to start with the resistors that are sort of all taped together. I'd leave them on the tape for now if you can. And basically go ahead and pull out the topmost one that's labeled 220 or 220R. So it'll be the first one on that strip. It should be red, red, black, black, brown, I think.
Yep.
So if you guys go ahead and pull that one out, then what you're going to do is, can I steal yours and just sort of show everybody?
Yeah.
That's all right, yeah, just yank it straight out. What you're going to do with this resistor is basically take both leads and just bend them down 90 degrees. This isn't precise, it doesn't need to be beautiful. Just bending them down both 90 degrees. And then you're going to go ahead and insert through the board where it says 220. You might have, depending on how you bent it, you might have to shove it through a little bit. You're not going to hurt anything.
And should the red be on the left?
Doesn't
or the
matter.
right? Doesn't matter.
No, none of these resistors. I'm going to have you program some firmware in a minute. It's set up and fucking working.
Is it?
Yeah, it's set up and working unless you're
Unless it's
truly
problem.
the bad actor.
Coffee, that's the problem.
All right, so you want that to sit totally flush to the board. So,
Okay.
push it down and through, pull the legs from the bottom, whatever works for you. And then once you've got it through, on the back side, bend the leads apart so it sort of stays in place. Oh.
You have that right.
It's all right. So what are you trying to trigger?
So we were going to try
Also the way they drew it, so that's channel 3. No more.
Yeah, I'm having a problem with this one.
Which I probably should have mentioned to you as well. You guys built a lot of stuff first.
I built one thing.
So,
It's like
yes,
that's, yeah, that's where they're at. They're like this back to it sounds more like red.
I mean, it'll work fine. It'll work fine. As long as you don't care.
The world never stops. You know, it wasn't extent to get out there on this.
it's actually pretty straightforward.
So much stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Is that okay that it's not like,
Yeah, you
got
want
that little
it,
crink?
It's fine.
That's cool.
You want to try and get things flush if you can, but it doesn't matter
Okay,
at
all
all.
right, all right.
All right, so if you guys all have that pushed through, bent back, we're going to go through and solder them. If you're comfortable with your soldering, go ahead. Don't wait for me. If you're not, I'm coming around and working with each one of you. So I'll start here. Oh. We're stabbing this, taking out aggression every time.
Okay.
So the way that I solder, which does not need to be the way that you solder, this is a chisel tip. You see how like one end is kind of flatter than the other? What you don't want to be doing when you're soldering is putting the solder directly on the tip. Okay? You come in sort of parallel, I come in sort of parallel to this leg, and then I bring the solder to it and sort of roll it down and trap it. That's it. Don't be scared. Actually, don't be scared of burning this board. You have to basically fall asleep to do any damage. Don't be scared. The thing I see people do is come in and do a little bit, just flow some solder in there. Solder will flow its way down and through the board, so you're all good. So try out the other one.
Did you touch the sponge? Like
No,
that?
I just stabbed the brass
Okay,
thing.
stabbed the brass.
That cleans your tip.
Yep. There you go. And then you kind of splay the legs.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, so treatment on just might be let me show you the way that I do this. And again, maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. So for me, I always come in to the side of the part, and then I go like that. I bring the solder across the part.
I look really
Don't use the tip of the soldering iron. That's like literally the worst place on the iron that you can use.
Don't do what?
Don't use like the absolute tip of it, of the soldering iron. You're sort of getting the side of it a little bit.
Okay. So you said stab it.
Yeah, so
Stab it
we're
in the brass.
stab the brassing to clean the tip off a little bit.
Okay.
I'll show you. Sorry, personal space invasion. Basically, I do this. I just, I heat this up here and I push the solder in across it. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So I come like this. I'm parallel with the lead, and I flow some in there. Don't pull the iron off the second you're done. Give it a second to flow through. Solder flows, right? It's lead. Try that out.
Because once you get that rhythm,
I don't have that log. Am I supposed to have
I
that
know,
log?
I think I overdid it.
See what you got. That's fine. Yep.
My hand's like
Yeah.
I did that in the Turing machine with
Feel good about it?
power.
Holy
Because I
cats.
Yeah, I got a little while back.
That's all right.
With all the
Did that
So-
really work? I gotta clean it up.
Here's what you're gonna do.
10-inch headers, and I
Show
put
you.
the header in the socket in the wrong spot.
Essential life skills.
And I had to
Basically,
solder it.
you just
and-
put the wick
oh
on top
my
of there.
God. I ended up having to just I
It'll wick it up.
Whoa, that's
in
crazy.
and out
Yep.
one by one.
So-
I think I lifted some traces, but it works.
I come in sort of.
It is what it is.
I come in sort of like this, and I bring the solder into it. Yep. That's about it. Yeah.
Getting it over excited there.
Must glue it or solder it.
Everybody feeling good? Questions?
Did I do it right? Like, I don't know if I have.
That looks fine. No. Don't worry about too much and too little. All right. Once you've got that through, basically we're going to take these blue cutters. Second biggest mistake I see people make is they leave these leads too long. You really want to come in and cut it as flush as you can. These things will allow you to get like right on there. Yep. So cut those off on the back, flush as you possibly can.
The nice thing with this is there's so much space.
Right.
Those leads are gonna fly everywhere. Just be at peace with it. That happens too. Just be at peace with it. All right. Now these resistors are labeled from top to bottom. I think the same as they're labeled on the board. So we're gonna go, basically same thing again. So the 3K9 goes to the 3K9, bend and insert. 4K7 to where it says 4K7.
And
The 233K to the two places that say, 33, and then the 499 is up by the 3K9.
and none of these matter, right? In terms
What's
of
that?
none
In
of these
terms
matter.
of rotation,
Yeah.
no, they're
Okay.
all the same. You
All
put
right.
them in either way. You could put them in on the bottom of the board if it made you happy. As long as they're getting across the two pads, you're fine.
Okay.
So I go ahead and bend, insert, get all the resistors in, and then we'll solder them all at once.
All right.
Okay.
Ah, okay. So them all at once.
How's it going?
Start making.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm saving money.
I think
I mean, we've got work to do still, but stores aren't locked anymore. Sorry. Yeah, or whatever.
these work nice.
Are you guys good with getting your parts in? Questions? All right. Just shout if you're not sure about something. It's easier to fix it now than fix it later.
Now with these through-plated holes, how much are you looking for on the top? And
Okay, so
Does that matter?
It doesn't matter at all.
all right.
People will always bring that up. I've always thought that was the stupidest thing. As long as you're making contact, you're good.
Sounds good.
Yo.
Like to someone
We
that
know
means
it's
something.
gonna be overtime, but
But it's also.
Look, I
So you folks
get
play, have modulars.
I'm getting there. I've got a Modular 32.
Oh yeah, you like it?
So
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I dabble.
it's been my dream to have a mode like all my life from
Right. Sure, sure.
So, and then from there, of course, now like, well, I'm in the world, hoping to new things. But she's got a good service.
Oh yeah?
Craziness,
Nice.
obsession.
Mother 32 is definitely what I want to get.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had it for like 7 months now, and it's still like my baby.
Right,
it's
right.
It's my favorite instrument I've ever had. It's so much fun.
And I think for the price for what you're getting, you really, it's like, wait, this is a Moog, not Behringer? Like,
Right.
which I guess Behringer's coming out with a Euro Rack
Yeah.
Mini Moog clone.
Oh really?
Should be interesting to see how they do with that.
Yeah, I mean, at
Isn't
one
that
point
what they
were.
do though? They're like, no. That's
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. At one point, they were like a high-end company, and then like from Germany, and then they started to make everything.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And infringe on everybody's intellectual property.
Yeah.
and then they can integrate with it for sure.
But some of their digital effects pedals from a couple of years ago are real fun when you put stuff through them. They just
Yeah, that's the thing. It's fun to just see what you get.
well, and you can't beat the price for $15 and you ship for a multi-effects pedal.
Right. Yeah, sometimes cheap is not a bad thing at all.
Right.
What all do you have in your setup?
I can't even keep up with you.
All kinds of things.
Like, see, that's the thing about modular that scares me. I feel like once you go there, I don't want to stand in front of this thing and just lose my life noodling all day, like, because it's endless,
I think so.
Well, you got the soldering.
I'm getting real deep into Ken Stone, like non-formatted.
Okay.
synth.
Okay.
So it's just the bare boards.
Right.
And I get a lot of like sheet metal from work.
Really?
Yeah, I
Ah.
work in construction. So
Oh, that's
a
sweet.
lot of, like,
Okay.
sheet metal and,
Yeah.
it's like, that's a synth. That's
Yeah.
This is my xylophone I'm gonna make out of electrical conduit.
Cool.
And like,
Very cool. And then do you experiment with like pickups and amplifying that stuff?
No, I'm not super into like the electroacoustic thing right now.
Okay.
But I'll get there.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah,
oh my gosh, where does it go?
I work in a wood shop, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so my
That's
plan
sweet,
is,
too.
Like, I'm gonna start building cases that somehow fund my
Yes.
session.
There is
That's
such a
what
market right
I
now.
told you.
There's a huge market for custom cases.
Right.
So if you
Especially
can,
if you can figure out a way to do them and ship them at a cheaper price point.
Right, I'm trying to find, that'll be my goal, is like find a way to design it to style.
that kind of just gets the stuff off if you have too much solder on it.
The problem is the vector rails are so expensive no matter what.
Well, which is cool because my work, like I run the CNC router, like wood stuff, my work, I run the CNC mill somewhere, but I can't, and maybe even I can cut it. Well, you can probably cut it too.
The vector rails?
Yeah.
No, I mean that's no, I'm more if I'm within an 1/8 inch with my hole saw.
That's right.
I got you.
Nice.
That's okay.
How's this going? Have you started?
I started, but my solder, I think I'm just like burning up my solder instead of it going in this hole, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, they get silly fast.
I try to keep the chisel tip of the iron, the lead of the component, and the solder all kind of meeting at one point after that. After the lead on the component is already heated enough to wick some of that solder in. Otherwise, you're just going to burn flux and get a big bulb on the end.
I feel like that's what's happening.
What's going on?
Awesome.
I don't know. I feel like I'm burning solder instead of, or whatever this thing is.
Yep. So
It's just like.
let me watch it. Go ahead. It's because you're heating the solder. You don't. I mean, that'll work, but
Okay.
I always. So again, I'm always rotating the board. Here, I would bring my iron down parallel and push the solder in that way.
Okay.
So I put my iron down first, always.
Interesting. If I can.
Yep, and there you go.
Oh, okay.
Man, I hate the way
Don't-
this
You know,
looks.
again, you don't need to be so.
I'm like, oh.
It's all right. Heat it up, and then add the solder. There you go.
Okay.
And you want to try and push the solder not into
Fully
the
down.
iron,
Okay.
but into kind of the other side of the
Oh,
pad.
okay.
When
I
it's
see.
hot, it'll all flow down.
Okay.
You'll feel it.
We're gonna do caps next, the small.
I think so. There's 222 and one 104.
Sure.
So the 104 is labeled 104. Make sure you got that one in there.
104. What's
You got all your resistors in?
Yep. I don't
Yep.
I hate that one, but
Whatever. So, I guess for you guys that are ready, we've got one labeled 104, I
okay.
think. Yep, or 10 something.
blue ones.
Yep, the little blue ones, and then we've got two. You can sort of tell the difference. One's bigger, two smaller. Those are the 20. The two small ones are the 22s, and then you've got the 104.
Gotcha.
So they must have a pretty tight time.
The K9 and the 499 are 0.1% resistant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. For those of you that are through it, I'll come around and do this a couple times. We are going to do the ceramic.
Yeah, I built the one last night, and
How was that?
it was fun. It was super easy, but once you hooked it up, and I brought it with me. When you hook it up, man, that thing is a beast. It's not analog, but when you hooked it up, I jumped back, and it's making these sounds. I'm like,
It's a muffin Z thing, right?
yes,
I love
yes,
their stuff.
yeah. So I'm like, I can't believe it. I made this, So
Right,
The
right.
world is your oyster now.
look, I'm instantly caught the bug.
Cool.
Like now I want to build. I want to build more. So I asked him, how do I build the make noise map? I want to build that.
Get the Ken Stone dual universal slope generator, or the Facto Rampage.
That's what they said. The Rampage. That's what they said. The Rampage is the
I
equivalent.
think is
Yeah.
a good option.
Yeah.
I want the one near the speaker with the smiley face.
Yes.
Glad you brought that up.
Nice. Yep.
Did you grab the right 104? Somebody just brought up that there's two of them. Yep, you did. We're ignoring that one for now.
Which one?
All the way on
Oh.
the left, there's actually two.
Well, I kind of figured that when they're
Because
spacing, it's a longer thing.
Yeah, those are your 222 picofarad, and that's the 104. You've got them as well. Clip them as tight as you can.
Where do you?
I do live in Milwaukee, right?
No, we came from a tiny
Just gotta get a better tool
town,
for it.
Mineral Point in Dodgeville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting on that community in Madison.
Madison's my second home.
Like 30 people just soldering.
Yeah, we're like 45 minutes southwest of Madison.
Then the house on the rock. That's where we're.
House on the Rock.
Yeah. There should be my.
Got her, hot rider.
I melted all
Casters. So the little blue guys. There's one bigger one that will be able to read 104 on the side of it. I think she's got that in there now. So that's gonna go in. It's gonna go in that one. And then there are two 22 ones that go kind of right next to it. I would just do one at a time because they're real close together. So do one, solder it, clip the leads, put the other one back in.
There's not very much
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, leave that one for now, and I'm going to force it through.
I'm gonna start
when
moving.
you get to that point. No, it's all right. We'll make it work. I have broken and fixed more shit than I built successfully the first time around.
That's how you learn, right?
For sure.
So what's the next? These little blue ones?
I like that technique of like.
Yeah, it's 3 of them. Yep, and then the smaller ones are the 22s, and the one shit says 10 on it. The one that says 10 is the 104.
So these are all going to be racks, right?
We actually had that discussion. Well, I've got a 4U and a 5U system in process, so at least a 4U and a 5U.
Wait, you're building 5.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
I'm done with Euro personally. I'm just sick of this. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And are there a lot of kids for those? Or?
Coming. So that's part of Logan coming down.
And they go up here, right?
Yeah.
Yep, the 22s go in there, and then the 104 goes kind of along the base.
But this part of the reason that I bring Logan in is
And those also, it doesn't matter which side you put them
Nope, nope.
Man, I always thought you had to really watch that stuff.
Well,
On some.
on this negative positive piece, you're gonna have to. I do know that.
That's it's not like every resistance.
Nope, nope. And I just added that in there,
You know
and
what
I
that
probably
thing's
did it
worth right
wrong.
now? Yeah.
That's like 100 grams.
People call them the greatest synths ever made.
Oh, I guess right. Woo.
Quadraphonic guys with the joystick.
Oh, yeah.
The keyboard.
When you flip
I have
them over.
photos of the thing. I have a photography guy then too.
Yeah.
Photographed the system, but
I've always wanted to, but I will shortly. There's 2 different teams cloning the entire.
I don't think on this board.
Yeah.
yeah, this
If the pairs are bigger than the leads, they'll,
see the I mean, that was
if you bend them like that, that'll like rock that.
Speaker goes there, obviously.
So I always do it like,
This
I
goes
would,
here.
when I'm bending my leads, I don't do it like that, I do it like split.
Actually, don't place those caps
But I think-
quite yet.
I think you're
If you've
fine.
already soldered it, we're good.
No, I didn't.
All right,
I
yeah,
didn't.
pull
I
it
just
out,
put-
and we're gonna go to the switches next, I think.
But that is the right one, though, right? 47.
Yeah, actually it was.
That's
So you said after the 3 ceramic caps, we're gonna do
Actually, you know what? We'll do the crystal and the IC socket. All right.
all right.
So-
Crystal, that's new to me. What's that?
The crystal's this guy,
All right.
and it it doesn't matter which way it goes in.
What is this for?
That clocks the oscillator or the microprocessor. So this is a ball zero microprocessor that we were using yesterday. So
Okay.
it needs an external crystal to time it, tell it how fast to go.
Okay.
So that one, and then we're gonna do the 2 IC sockets like yesterday. The notch on the chip follows the notch on the circuit board.
Okay.
Where do you source your stuff?
All over. Whoever's cheap.
Do you typically stick with like non-overseas sellers? Like
It all depends. Some stuff is so much cheaper in China. Other stuff, the quality or the cost difference doesn't make it. It all depends.
Oh, wait. What are you talking about?
rather than
Doing good?
I think so.
It looks like it.
Fun. Who knew?
You only have that one, right?
I think so.
Don't be scared of too much solder. Too much solder cleans up.
Yeah, I'm getting better here. We're getting-
All right. So you guys over here, if we're through, you guys
So then, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the guys, the people that built the moves on MoveFest.
Oh,
Like,
right.
I wouldn't mind, I could see that job being kind of fun.
Yeah, right. I know that's like my brain. It's like, why aren't they in Asheville? I want to make that thing. From another mother.
Oh, yeah, that looks really cool.
Ooh.
Did you put your 104 over here or one over there?
No, the one right here, the one next to the 22s, yeah. 'Cause if you notice the prong, how the spacing is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have one kid that like I was building and my grid started playing with all the parts. You see it?
I'm gonna get one of those.
fastening the 2 clips.
Oh, yeah, I think I need that.
But I'm realizing my